Well, good afternoon, everybody. Linda Ray, Texas Girls Farm. And it's been pretty much raining pretty good all day today. You can see we got some problems there, more problems up there. This I'm not really worried about because I can shovel some of that dirt and bring it back up here. But you can see here it's washing out where the line's laid. And I'm trying to walk down here slowly because I don't know where I can walk and not sink. But you can see how the erosion is taking place all over the hill. All over the hill, which isn't a good thing. Not a good thing at all. Which, this down here, you know, I can fix pretty easy. But when it starts washing out up there again, that's when it gets a little tricky because of trying to bring dirt in and pack it without tearing up the grass and stuff that I've already laid there. It's really frustrating. You can see I added an additional pipe onto there, drainage pipe on there, and I'm going to slowly try to walk because you can see down here how it's all ran. And then I came over here and added another pipe onto this. But you can see how it coming off the hill again is washing the pipe out up there. All down here, I've covered this thing up 2 or 3 times. And then it's starting to wash right over there. Not good at all. But you can see I've put this down. This part seems to be working. But there's so much water that's coming down that it's very discouraging, very, very discouraging. And I'm getting some washouts like this. And see, it's coming right off the top of the hill around this tree. Now, I dug around the tree because the dogs were digging there. And then over here, you can see it's washing out. Which I'm not too worried about this and over here. As long as I can borrow the tractor and take some of that and bring it up and put back up here. The hill looks pretty good. That over there looks really good because of all the grass that's coming up. But this side over here, which is the side I was worried about, somehow I'm going to have to get the tractor and bring more dirt up here, stop it, and then I guess shovel it up there. A little frustrating, but I figured, wow, we had a break in the rain. I'd take you down here because, of course, there's all the dogs. Come on, Maggie. And try to walk down here where it's soft. I don't know what blessings found over there. But all of this, there was water all down here. And I'm trying to be careful because I know where it was coming from. And I don't want to sink in the ground. And you can see it was washing down this way. And then it just filled all this up. And it's eating away at that over there, which is fine. Which is fine. Because it's a small creek, that small creek bed over there. And it had standing water in it earlier, and I can feel underneath my feet just walking how soft the mud is. But I wanted to show y'all not only this, but I wanted to show y'all that. Yeah, and since what time this morning? About 7:30. Whoa, that was soft. That was real soft. And I seen a whole bunch of water standing down here when it was raining. But since about 7:30 to about an hour ago, it's been constantly raining. Which fills the pond up. Which makes everything look so much better. I'm going to slowly attempt to walk over here and see. It looks like it washed a little more coming this way, but I don't think it's coming. I don't think it came out of the creek. I think it was the water, and it's very soft underneath my feet. And it's washing down here, but I don't think again, it came out of the creek, because if it came out of the creek, all this grass would be washed over. I think there was so much rain, basically pond in here, that you can see, I don't know if that looks like it's a deer track. I guess they were here earlier. I saw 2 of them. They were over there in the trees, and then they saw me and they took off. But all of this, I mean, you can tell there's no water that has came up on top of this. Nothing washed out. Get a little closer over here, and there's still a little bit coming out and filling up. And I pulled some of these weeds, so for next time it rained, I could get over here and look and see what was going on. So it doesn't look like it's coming out of the creek bed, or all that would be turned, pushed down, laid over. But there's all kind of flowers. That's one of them, what do you call them? A Mexican sunflower, I think. I think that's what that is. I think there's one right there. I think that's one right there. I think that's one right there. And back there with the little white flowers blooming. So I didn't really anticipate. I wore my old holy tennis shoes down here, just wanting to check things out. And you'll see how the grass is. Maggie, quit digging. But yeah, I knew it was up. I could see it from the house, and I'm going to walk very carefully because it is very, very soft here. You can see where my tennis shoes left marks. And it has kind of smoothed this out a little bit, which is going to make this side of the bank be more of a gradual thing instead of how it was to begin with, sharp. Maggie, what's down there? What's down there? But yeah, I seen water ponding over here when it was raining. And you can tell it washed down some more of the dirt that I'd raked down from over there. What is over there? What is over there? Oh, I gotta be careful, I'm sinking again. I'm not gonna get underneath there. There may be a little slithering down there. You better leave it alone too. Come on, Mike. Leave it alone. But thought I'd bring y'all down here because it's about as far as I'm going to walk. Shoot a walk last night. Came out to go for a walk, and I didn't know my sister was down across from my neighbor's, and she had all the dogs with her. And I seen my brother-in-law, and I said, "Who do you have with you?" Because they were talking to my neighbor. He was on the tractor down there by the opening. We'll walk over there and see what he did and see if it worked or not. But I heard my sister's voice, and she said she had all of them. So I had to get Maggie and Junior and get them back into the house so they didn't get to walk. See where I sunk there. Come on, June. Let's slowly make it back up. But the grass is always trying to come up here, which will make it even better for all this when it starts. Grass gets growing, and you can see it coming up along the bank, which is going to be a good thing. Well, a good thing for the erosion, maybe not a good thing for me trying to get it mowed, but maybe I can weed eat. But anyway, so I got the dogs in, and I went ahead. My sister had went home, and I went ahead and did my walk. Well, last night, since I didn't have the dogs with me, I knew I had I bought them some new flea and tick collars, and they were up in the mailbox. And I'm walking. This is where it was all wet. And so I decided to walk all the way up to the road to check the mail to get their flea collars. And that's what we did. We walked and went and got their flea collars. I don't know how far through here I can walk without my feet are already wet. Come on, Jen. But I wanted to walk through here, show you how tall it is. My sister and the dogs made a little bit of a path from when they were down here the other day, riding, you can see. And then right up there, I mowed, so if I can get through there without falling off into a big hole with some water. My feet are, the bottom of my feet are already wet. I can feel my socks wet. And now we got to go through the grass, which it don't matter, they're wet. I'm changing when I get back in. And yeah, when I mowed, you can see where I mowed, cleaned it all up over here. But that hasn't really grown back up a whole lot since I mowed it the last time. But I mowed over here, which it's still, I mean, kind of thick, but it's okay. But I wanted to show y'all because my neighbor saw that where he had cut out a trench up here for it to run off from the side of the road. Oh God, my feet are, they're just getting wetter and wetter. Where the water was running down. There's like some fresh limbs that fell. That he wanted to retrench it, so he had seen that the trash truck was getting this all out, and it doesn't really look like what he did. Well, it did. It appears it might have done a little bit better, but I'll go up here and explain what was happening. Because there's a lot of water. You can tell he put a bunch of rock up here. So, you can see he cut that better. Because what's happening is right at the top of the hill right there. It was getting a little flat and coming and running off and down this. Where I think there was just so much rain today that he even had this fixed where it wasn't trenched. But you can tell that must have been just from the culvert coming down, instead of going that way, diverting around this way and washing it back out. He had all that filled in. So that didn't work too well. But that's what happens when you get torrential downpours. You can see he even got up in the trees, because they used to have it trenched around that tree and down that opening right there. But he was trying to divert more of the water, which it looks like he did, because you can tell it came that way too. But you can also tell that it must have just been so much of it. It might have just been coming off the road. He'll see it when he comes, because he has to do the same over here with his too. But it looks like the majority of it went down through the ditch line, so I think the rest of this was just water that was getting caught and coming off the road. Oh, what a mess. What a mess. I've picked up a few branches that have fell out of trees. Thank goodness they haven't been huge branches. I'm not gonna talk too much, because there'll probably be some that fall. But that looks good. I put a flag up there because there's a water leak, and it doesn't appear that they've been here to fix that. Let me see if no, I still see the flag. It hasn't even moved. Because I think in the one video, even some parts of the road are soft. That's kind of weird. I think in one video I kind of showed y'all where there was a water leak. Well, I got to checking it out one day this week, and it's traveled all the way up into the tree line, right back there behind the flag. Yeah, they haven't even been here to fix it. And it's a slow leak, because somebody, it looked like, had drove right here. You can see the skid mark, and might have cracked it, but I don't know what would have caused it to go back uphill and leaking. So And I got all this trimmed up when I mowed. That's how I saw it one day, but I'd seen it before then. But I really didn't think it was leaking, and then I kept, when I was walking, come over here and check. Now this is a mimosa with some of those Mexican sunflowers. I'm growing up with it too. There used to be some over there, and I think I pulled them up. A few branches, little bitty ones, fell there. Yeah, the lighter ones on the side I've picked up today. Same thing with that pile. Picked up a few. There were some right in here that had fell off of that tree. And there was a few out there that had fell off that tree. So, haven't fed up chickens yet. I have fed them. I figured since it's been raining all day, I'd just let them stay out for a while and then come back later. Come on, June. Come on, guys. Camo and Blessing was when in the worst of it early this morning. I let them come in the house and get out. They were on the carport anyway. Come on. But I let them come in earliest part of the morning. Y'all can see over here how my sedum right there and over there, how they've grown. There's some in the back. I think that's the only thing. I think there's a cactus somewhere over there. But it appears some of this other stuff, there's some little plants that have made it, and then some on this side of the trees that have made it. But a lot of the other stuff, yeah, it didn't make it. So one day, after these big trees come down, you can see how dangerous it is. Look at all the mushrooms growing on it, and you know it's dead. I just hope and pray, I guess, that it falls, I don't know, not that direction, that it falls the opposite direction. And that one, I mean, you can tell not a whole lot of the limbs, but you can look at it and see all the algae and everything growing on the limbs way up there. Same thing on that branch there. But the trunk of that tree, that sucker, yeah, it's not good. It's not good. And this one is not good. That's where I just picked up some smaller limbs there. So it's still got that part to fall. That still got, yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess. It's just, I'm praying that the whole tree doesn't fall at one time. Especially that one. Because they're right there sitting at the top of that hill. And they would probably fall this way and crush everything that's in their way. But they may get hung up on that big old, I think that's a hickory there. I don't know. I just let them hang on as long as they can. But anyway, took y'all around, let y'all see some of the runoff from all the rain, and now I got to re-strategize to what I'm going to do to fix the hill. No, it's frustrating. But, a little drain that I installed, it worked perfectly. Now, there's a little bit of dirt and stuff, but that was some of the stuff left over because I got the water hose and washed it all off. But you can, it worked really well. And I guess I should have invested in one more because there was water puddling up all the way through here. But I may take some rock and line the edge and then put the pot and soil down. And I did go and dig out that some more yesterday. So, yeah, my struggles with getting 4 papers after the what do you call it? The adventures of dealing with the Lowe's in Tyler, Texas, which is not where I ordered my stuff from. I ordered it from the Lindale store, and they transferred it out to this Tyler store. Hopefully, one day, next week, I'll have my 4 papers so I can fix step that goes up into the side door and steps that goes off of the back sidewalk. But anyway, just thought I'd bring y'all along. If y'all like the content, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribe. Come on over to the channel and subscribe. We'd love to have you, and hit the notification bell so every time we upload a video, you'll be notified. And pray that my heel doesn't wash out no more. This over here I'm not too worried about. I can come in and fix some of it, as long as I can keep Camo from digging over there. And yeah, hope y'all had a nice weekend. Hope y'all got rain if y'all needed rain. Okay, we've had a whole bunch today. Y'all can tell by the pond. So we'll catch y'all on the next one.